Hi, in this lesson we are going to look at three-dimensional arrays. Okay, in the previous lesson we have looked at two-dimensional arrays and we have seen how to print character A using this two-dimensional array. So here I have all the characters A, B to Z. So H, I, J, K, L, M, N till Z. Then I am creating a three-dimensional array. So this is how we create a variable of three-dimensional array. Then using array initializer, I am creating the values for this variable. So basically here I am creating an array and each element in this array, so here A, B, C, these are the elements, right? So each element in this array is a two-dimensional array. So that is what makes it three-dimensional. Okay, if the elements in array are single dimensional array, then that array is going to be two-dimensional array. If the elements in the array are two-dimensional array, then it is going to make it three-dimensional array. So I believe it is very easy to understand. Now what I am going to do is I am going to iterate through this three-dimensional array and going to print each character. So here for the first for each loop, every element in this alphabet, this three-dimensional array is called alphabet. So every element in this three-dimensional array is a two-dimensional array. So that is what first for each loop is doing. So when we come inside, we got a letter, right? So either A, B, C or till Z. So every element in this letter is a single dimensional array. So that is what we can see here. Every element in this letter is a single dimensional array. So that is a second for each loop. So third one is every element in this inner array is nothing but a simple integer. So we are going to print all those integer values as a character because we want to print stars and space. We want to print it as a character. Let's run it and print all the alphabet characters. Okay, here we can see all the characters are printed. Now, what else can we do with this three-dimensional array? Okay, here I am asking the user to enter a name without any spaces. Okay, then I am reading that value. Then I can convert that name into character array. So name is a string. To convert a string to character array, we have to call toCharArray method. We are going to see strings in detail later once we complete the arrays discussion. So don't worry about this method. Once we invoke this method on a string, we are going to get a character array. So basically if the name is Manohar, then this character array is going to have MANOHAR. So it is going to have 7 characters in this array. Then once I know the length of this character array, using that character array length, I am going to create a three-dimensional array. So here name array is a three-dimensional array and the size of the first array is nothing but the length of this name. So if the name is Manohar, so it has 7 characters. So the name array can have 7 two-dimensional arrays because to represent a character we are using two-dimensional array. So to represent a name we need a three-dimensional array. So in this three-dimensional array we are going to have those characters. Next what I am doing is I am looping through, I am having a for loop that will run for length number of times. Here for every element in this character array. So if I have entered Manohar, so first letter is M, right? So in the first iteration the value of M minus 97. So this is what is going to be the index value of that particular letter in the alphabet. For example, MANOHAR, right? So second character is A. So the value of A here, let me go here. Yeah, so here during the second iteration, I am going to get a character A here, right? A's value is 97. When I do 97 minus 97, it is going to be 0. So from the alphabet, I am going to take the 0th element and I am going to save it as a character in name array. So basically what I am doing is using the numeric values and by subtracting minus 97, I am going to get a array, name array that is going to have all these characters. Okay, alphabet is having all these characters as a three-dimensional array. So when I print this one, all the characters will be printed. So similarly, I have a name array here. This is also three-dimensional array, but its length is not 26 as in the alphabet. Its length is equal to the length of the name I have entered. Then after that I have to fill this array with those characters, right? initially here there are no characters inside this array, name array. So here using for loop I am filling the name array with the required characters. In case of Manohar, I am filling it with MANOHAR. So this is how I get the index value of that character. After that, I can simply print the name. Okay, let's print that name. This for loop is exactly same as the for loop that we have seen here. So we are going to see all the alphabet, then we are going to enter a name, then we are going to see that name printed. Let's execute this. Okay, we have seen the alphabet. Okay, here you are able to see there is a prompt for name. So let me enter Manohar. Okay, here we are able to see Manohar printed, MANOHAR. But if you see, printing vertically is not making much sense, right? No one will read the name vertically. So if you see the Unix banner, in Unix you have a command called banner. You can print a name. So let's make a small change here. So here if you see, instead of going character by character and printing that whole character, I am going row by row. So first time I get the first character, I will print only first row. In the second iteration, for all those characters, I will print the second row. So let's run this one. You can see the code later, and this is very easy to understand. Basically, I am printing row by row. Here if you see, if we have XYZ, then I am printing the first row. I am printing the second row. Sorry, I am printing the first row of second character, first row of third character. Then I will do the iteration again. I will print the second row, here second row, here second row. Like that I want to print 7 times because this one is 7, this is having 7 rows. So that is the outer loop that is going 7 times here. If you see, it is going from 0 to 7. Okay, now let's run it. Okay, all the alphabets are printed. After printing alphabet, we want to enter Manohar. So this time the name is printed horizontally and it looks good. Because this is printed on the white background, we are not able to see it properly. Let's run it from the command line. Okay. So here I am running the program. It print all the alphabet. Now I am going to enter Manohar Academy. Wow. There is something wrong with character M. Okay, let's try with a small one. Maybe because it is trying to accommodate all of them, it may be having okay, now it is looking good. That is that was not looking good because of the size. If we reduce this one, so it is not at all good. Okay, let's increase the size and we can clearly see here Manohar Academy is printed. Okay, you can go through this program, you can get the source files from the GitHub, then you can go through this one and you can easily understand 3-dimensional array. Make sure you watch the video on theory because that is where you are going to get more understanding, basically how the elements are saved and all those things are explained in detail. So please make sure you watch the theory, then after that 2-dimensional arrays, and after that the current lesson, that is 3-dimensional array. Okay, thank you for watching. Please subscribe and share it with others. Thank you.